Hello guys, my name. So today I'll continue with the tutorial. So I hope everyone has created their own grid line, and so you have to label your grid lines accordingly. And to show this label here on this part, just tick on the line ones and tick on this box. This is it. So I'm going to walk you through my elevation view once again. Come down to the east. I have my ground floor. I have this zero. I have my another floor of 450. I have the one of 3.95, and I have one of 7.65. And normally, we usually have about 3.0, but with this 3.95, I can actually drop my beam down to about 600, 500. It depends on what you and your architects agreed on. So we'll work on the lowest value first. I'll try 450, so beam of 450. So if it doesn't work, we'll go back to 500 and gradually like that. So I'll come to my ground floor. So I'm making this column for my ground floor. I'll come to my structure tab. I'll come to my structure tab, which is this. Then I'll come to my cover to set a cover. Okay, it's asking me to save this project, but I'm not doing that now. Let's cancel. And this is the cover. Click here and you can duplicate anyone if I want and give it a name. Call it cover one. Depends on the environmental factor. And this is 25. I'll give it 30 if you want. I'll click on add and I'll click on OK. So I'll just exit this tab out and choose my column. So if you should do your drop down, you have different circular column, which is CHS. These are the steel column, and these are the rectangular column, universal column. These are the steel column. Also, I'm using a rectangular column. If you should notice, if you don't have this 230 by 230, you can actually create one and by doing like this, choosing the 300 by 450, go to your edit tab and make a duplicate and give it a name of 230 by 230. Let me call it 230 by 230. So I have one before, so I'll call this one. If you don't have one before, you can actually leave it out and write just 230 by 230. I'm only showing this because of the class. And you just come here and give it 230 by 230. 230 by 230. And you click on OK. So these are my column, or this is my column. So now look at the river cover here. You make sure this enable analytical is showing. Then you come here and you go back to your cover one, which will be at the top, and you give it the cover parameters and the cover you created earlier on. To the sides, and this is the volume. Just click on apply, and so if you want to apply this column, we are going by height because I'm starting from the ground level to the first level, so I'm going by the height. So what you have to do is just come here, height. If it's on depth, you have to change it to height. Then what level are you connecting to? What level are you connecting to? I'm connecting to this second level, which is FL, this number 2. So I'm going to, so that is from I1GL to 2GL. So this column will be like this. So I'm placing my column on 2. Let me show you what I've done now. So you go back to your 3D menu, and this is the column here. Okay, this is the column here. Let me change it to another view whereby we can all see it very well. So not showing realistic. Okay, this is it. 1GL. Is it on class and shaded? So this is it again. Let me check. Let me go through the view and see. Okay, in the line. So this is my column. So I'll continue placing the column. So my next column is, you can actually change the position of your own column. I'm putting my next column on 3. I'm putting my next one on, let's say, let me leave 5 out of this now. Let me go and put it on 6. I want to put it on this part here, and I want to put a column here on, okay. You should notice this column you are putting here, let me escape. This column here, we have to rotate it, this column here, because it's not placed well. You just hit on the column once. You can use your rotate command, which is RO as a shortcut. Okay. I think this is better. I think this is better. So I'll just pick this column and just take on copy, not copy. I'll take on move and I'll place to this angle here. Is it okay? If it's not okay, you can adjust it using your mouse key. Using your direction by placing it right. Okay, this is better now. So instead of putting another column here now on this angle, so I'll just click on this and take on copy. Then I'll specify a base point. It might be here, and I'll place it here. Place it there, and I will adjust it back. Okay, it's better like that. So this same column shape and direction applies to this one here. So you do the same. Then go back to my structure. I'll pick my column. Let me put other columns first, then I'll come back to that one. I'll put my column here. I need my column here. Put my column here. Put my column here also. That depends on me. Do I need a column here? Okay, let me put my column here. So now I'm done putting my columns. So these are my columns here. I have a column here. You can't see your own, you just come down here and put it on quartz or put it on wireframe. If it's not showing on quartz, you can try fine. Depends. This is it. And if you have this your drawing disturbing you, just go to your VG. Press VG on your keyboard, Revit things. Make sure your halftone is thick, and you can come to your manage. Come down to your manage tab and come down to your additional setting and come down to your halftone and underlay setting, and you can reduce it very well to 21 or so. So it's very faint more. You can reduce it more if I want. I can put it on, let's say, 1. I can barely see anything here like this, so I'll leave it on. So it depends. And the line weight is on 1, and you can, okay. So I'll show this column now on 3D. So this is my column, and you hit on your shift key to rotate, shift key and your right click. So okay, no column here. I need a column here, or is it there? It's not showing. Okay, go back to my ground floor to check. what the issue is. So I can see very clearly there's no column there. I'll just click on copy, drag it downwards there to see. Go back to my 3D again.